Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi washabbihi ajma'in. Alhamdulillah, with the grace, mercy, love and permission of Allah, biiznillah, we continue our da'wah from Khalifa Education Foundation and Positive Islamic Psychology Center to train as many people as possible through our YouTube. We have more than 600 videos now through various channels, especially Islamic Psychology PIP. We are loading all our videos, and then we have Ilmu Tawhid, Kalam, Cosmology, and so on. Alright, so what is important is that we are bringing a new program, an integrative program to help the Ummah, shape the Ummah and use the Ummah to become achievers in life, in facing the challenges of this postmodern, materialistic, secular life that is impinging upon us, and this is creating destruction. So we are trying to reframe the approach to da'wah in terms of Islamic motivation, coaching, mentoring, counseling and Islam Heart of Love, and you can get yourself certified very easily. Come to our website, contact us, and we will give you some idea. The whole idea is the transformation of the self, the family, the ummah and globally, so that Islam can be the deen or rahmah, the deen of love, the deen of mercy and compassion, the deen of caring and sharing and so on, which bring about a greater unity among the ummah and a greater unity for all humanity as we face the challenges of the destruction of this earth because of pollution, ecological disaster, climate disaster and so many other disasters that's impending within 30 years. So may Allah protect us from all those evil. So I have given you the idea of how we can have higher thinking in terms of Theta cycle and the lower thinking of Tifa cycle, and how we are included in the four realms of our existence, where Allah created the self, our nafs, our self, consisting of not only the physical body but the roh, the qalb and the akal. This is Imam Ghazali's model. And then how from the positive Islamic psychology we can frame ourselves to use positive Islamic cognitive behavior therapy to transform ourselves, which is in our book. Alright, and how with the thoughts, which is the interlink between the higher thinking and the lower thinking, between the Theta cycle and the Tifa cycle, how this is based on the lower nafs, the Tifa cycle based on nafsu ammara, nafsu shahwaniyah and haywaniyah, secular atheistic materialism that is creating destruction in terms of the psyche of the human being and the reality of this dunya itself. Everything is going down towards a destruction at a point in which can affect all of us, our children, our grandchildren, maybe our great-grandchildren, wallahu alam. But the whole idea now is we Muslims must be the people with the vision, with the mission, with the necessary iman, Islam and ihsan, with the necessary capacity to help us, ourselves first, help the ummah. If we are in a doldrum now, how are we going to get out of it? And if we know how to get out of it, then we can lead the ummah to become an excellent ummah. We need not be a materialistic, so-called sophisticated ummah with all the gadgets and so on. That will not give us peace, happiness and success. But we must be an ummah that is justly balanced in terms of spiritual, emotional, mental and physical self. So we must have this understanding of iman, ainul yakin, Imul Yakin, Ainul Yakin and Hakul Yakin, and then how this interaction between the world of the spirit and the world of the material to the quantum world, or the quantum vacuum and quantum integration and so on, given to you, and the five realms within the understanding of our existence on this earth, how Allah manifested everything in this to exist. And with Tawheed we know La ilaha illallah, there is no God except Allah, there is none in existence except Allah. In reality, we are all created beings or contingent beings or accidents or beings that Allah has ordained upon to exist, whether the birds, the trees, the cats, the dogs, they are part of this whole measure of consciousness. But we have the lower consciousness in terms of the electron or the crystal or the rock or elements and so on. But we are at the highest. We have will and we have consciousness and we have the ability to have intention. So that intention brings us to the sense of responsibility. So that responsibility is what we call being the vicegerent of God on earth, to manage this earth, to make this earth good, so that everybody can live peacefully, everybody can have a good share of this earth, everybody can have a wonderful life. That is the whole purpose of we being given this positioned as the vicegerent, as the Khalifa of Allah on this earth, to prosper this earth, to make this earth good. So that's why we have to strive to bring this beautiful balance, which is now is the last 300 of secular materialism, atheism is destroying it. We have to now try to rebuild again. So if we go about with it, I have given you the 4 realms of our existence in terms of our roh, qalb, akal and body, and how the realm of the roh is linked to the realm of Godhood, the infinite. How Allah, His Zat, we are not looking at His Zat, but we look at His attributive aspect. For example, He is the all creator. When He command, be and it is. So our roh is a command from Allah. The roh, Allah tells us, when He asks you about the roh is an amar, it's a command from Allah. So Allah command, and it is what we have within us. Our qalb is within us, our akal and our body. So our integrative self, inshallah I'll have more and more video on Islamic integrative healing, but I will bring about first the PI-CBT model in our book, because it is very comprehensive. So Islamic integrative healing will include PI-CBT as one of the component. So how do we go about tackling these challenges of the 21st century? So if you go to our book, all right, there are practical applications of PI-CBT, Positive Islamic Cognitive Behavior Therapy. For example, all of us and many of us have problems, all right, but some of them are very intense and very severe. So if those are very intense and very severe, they have, for example, psychiatric disorder, we can name them. Then they have psychological problems, and they also may have medical problems with psychological components. So there are 3 categories, broad categories that we can talk about. So for example, if somebody has a psychiatric disorder, those disorders, how we treat? Are we treating only the body? Are we treating the body and only the neurons in the brain, or it is with the mind? Are we treating the heart? Are we treating the roh? If we just go downward, then we have the integrative Islamic integrative healing. So the Islamic integrative healing is the healing of the roh, the spirit, healing of the heart, healing of the mind, and healing of the body. So beautiful. And that is what will be the answer to all the challenges that we face in terms of physical diseases, whether it is diabetics, whether it is cancer, whether it is high blood pressure, whether it is stroke, whether it is and all the other things, or whether it is a combination, because we are a combined being. We have body, mind, heart and spirit, all must be healed together in an integrated manner. So Islamic integrative healing is to bring all this together. So if I talk about, say for example, the use of positive Islamic cognitive behavior therapy, for example, for major depressive disorder, we are not talking about only the mind, all right? We have to bring the qalb, the roh, the qalb and the mind and the body together, so that we can overcome the effect of major depressive disorder. So major depressive disorder will affect your physical body. The manifestation of it is in your physical body. You get depressed, you tend to be suicidal, you want to just go and hide somewhere, sit, do I refuse to wake up and so on, that kind of thing. But that is the manifestation of a higher level of malady. That means we have the sickness of the spirit, sickness of the heart, sickness of the mind, sickness of the body. So if we can overcome that, then we can overcome major depressive disorders. So it's also, for example, like geriatric depression. That means people who are old, they are depressed, they are dying, they don't know why they are living, they don't know why they are dying. So they are depressed. So Islam has the answer. That means in terms of our way of life, where we will not, inshallah, get depression as we get older. In fact, for us, the cycle of life will continue with our children, our grandchildren, great-grandchildren, but we know that we have a fixed time on this earth as Allah has ordained in the Quran and the Sunnah. So that gives us a confidence of a life of hereafter. So we have the roh that will exist beyond spirit, beyond space and time, our heart, our qalb that will exist beyond, this is this component of the spirit, heart and mind. This is one spiritual entity, interchangeable. The body may disintegrate, but when we go in the hereafter, we have a new body. How and what that new body is, where we will be, all that will be other eschatological studies of Islam, the theology of Islam, the metaphysics of Islam, that we can learn. So there are many other things, like for example, like panic attack disorder, social phobia, conduct disorder, substance abuse, couple problems or family problems. We have, for example, like even medical problems like chronic fatigue syndrome, rheumatic disease pain, erectile dysfunction, insomnia, obesity, and so many other things. So all of them, inshallah, we'll tackle one by one as we go about, giving you an idea of the whole capacity for us to integrate. That is, inshallah, I'll try to develop a book, Islamic Integrative Healing, plus cognitive behavior therapy, plus ru'yah, because a lot of people say they're very, very focused on ru'yah, but ru'yah is just one component of the whole picture of healing, of being healthy, being happy, being balanced in the spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical self, and being a focused, mission-based, mission-driven person, vision-driven person, to know our purpose and meaning in life, to be the servant of Allah, His Khalifa on this earth, striving to make ourselves good, helping others to be good, and making the world good, inshallah.